You're relocating to Phoenix or Scottsdale, and you might be wondering, North Phoenix or North Scottsdale? I get this question all the time. Let me break it down for you. On the surface, it might look like same sunshine surrounded by mountains, but there's definitely a difference, and it's not just in the price, although that's a big one. If you're looking from afar, maybe in Seattle or from Chicago, the Bay Area, you're looking at a map, it may not look all that different. Of course, the geographic location, yes, of course that matters. But when you start getting into the details and looking at lifestyle, price, conveniences, that's where the difference comes in. So I'm going to cover a few areas for you to consider as you're making your decision between North Scottsdale or North Phoenix. Hey, if you're new here, my name is Heather Patterson. I'm a real estate advisor with the S4 Real Estate team at Compass. I live in North Phoenix and I sell in North Phoenix and North Scottsdale primarily. I have a whole team that covers the entire valley, and I'm excited to be here helping you. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to this channel so you get weekly updates. Let's get into it. We got to start with the money because that's where the home buying process typically starts. How much money do you have? And it's going to make a difference whether you're looking in North Scottsdale or North Phoenix. Now, I just pulled the numbers on the median, right? And when I say median, you need to know that half of the sales were above this and half of the sales were below. That's what we're talking about when we say median. So for 85255 and 85260, those are just a couple of zip codes that we would consider to be North Scottsdale. For single family residential, you're looking at a median right now. This is filmed in August of 2026, right now of $1.6 million. Now, just down the road in a neighborhood that we would call Desert Ridge, which is sort of between North Phoenix and North Scottsdale, is technically Phoenix. You're looking at a median, again, single family household. I looked up 85050 and 85054, median of $850,000. Now, North Phoenix, just a little bit further west in that Taiwan Semiconductor TSMC corridor, you're looking at a median of $680,000. Did you follow the math there? North Phoenix TSMC corridor 680,000, and making your way about 25 minutes east into North Scottsdale, a median of 1.6 million. Your house or your money is going to go a lot further in North Phoenix, that TSMC corridor area, than it will in North Scottsdale. But that's not always the deciding factor, right? So let's get into a few more components that might help you in making your decision. People relocate to Arizona for a number of reasons, right? But in large part, it is job related. It could be family related or weather related, but let's talk about jobs. So starting with North Scottsdale, of course, there are a number of major employers in that area, and that is growing. So we've got conveniences to the Mayo Clinic. We've got financial institutions that are officing there. There's insurance offices. The Arizona Cardinals stadium, or not stadium, but training facility is going in there. So, and also, there is a large population of people who are able to work remotely, to where job and office is like kind of irrelevant, and you're craving instead somewhere with views, with space, with privacy, with quiet. That might make North Scottsdale more appealing. Now, making our way a little bit west, and you're talking about that Desert Ridge area, we've got plenty of office and those sorts of employers. You've got Mayo Clinic not far down the road as well, hotel and hospitality resort areas, things like that for jobs too. And then even further west is where the jobs are really booming, right? This is the Taiwan Semiconductor or TSMC corridor, the innovation core that they are creating in North Peoria. And so there's going to be a lot of opportunity. And so if your job is bringing you here to Arizona, maybe it is in one of those spaces and places. And if commuting matters to you, drive times matter to you, then you may want to center your search around where the job is. Personally, I live in the Sonoran Foothills community, which would technically be part of that TSMC corridor. And I work in North Scottsdale and Scottsdale. I don't mind the drive. I like to have a little bit of like what I would call transition time. And I like being able to drive through some of the back roads and enjoy the scenery of this beautiful place. So you just need to be in touch with you and who you are and how that works with you and your lifestyle. If you want to quickly get to work and quickly get home, living in North Phoenix and working in North Scottsdale, that may not be ideal for you. Okay, before we go any further, I just want to make mention, I do have a free download. It is an Arizona relocation guide. And if you haven't gotten it, go ahead and download it. The link is in my bio. I just asked for your name and your email address, nothing more. I won't spam you, but go and grab that because it's super informative. It has lifestyle, it has neighborhood descriptions, not just North Scottsdale, North Phoenix, but all of the surrounding communities in the valley. It's got stats on weather and events and all the things that you would want to know about living and relocating to Arizona. So go download that and add it to your resources as you are navigating your relocation. Third, let's talk about the lifestyle. Now, in my opinion, this is where Scottsdale really earns its price tag. We've got neighborhoods like DC Ranch, Grayhawk, Troon, McDowell Mountain Ranch, all of these beautiful neighborhoods that are centered around the schools, the dining, the shopping, the entertainment, the freeway and the access, the proximity to the airport, and the air park, the private airport in Scottsdale. And so naturally, people are willing to pay more because of the proximity to all of those things. In North Phoenix, you're going to see more master plan communities. You will see homes that are a little bit newer because it is just a more new construction in this area. But you do make a trade-off for some of the dining and entertainment that isn't available here yet. Now that is changing and it is changing very fast. Trust me, I know. I live in North Phoenix and I have seen restaurants and retail and, service, even medical, dental, those sorts of things come into our neighborhood, into our area to serve the population because it now can. It supports that now. So if you can be a little patient, you want a little more house for your money, North Phoenix may work for you. Now, there is this one area that you may have heard of. We're going to sneak it in here. It's not necessarily North Phoenix or North Scottsdale. Have you heard of the magic zip code? 85254. Now, 85254 is inside of the 101 loop, and it is a mature neighborhood, a little older of homes, larger lots, tends to not have HOAs, generally speaking, but they call it the magic zip code. But you might be wondering, like, why? What is so magical about it? Well, it is technically Scottsdale address. So on your address, your mailing address, it is Scottsdale. And some people, hey, they want Scottsdale as the address. I get it. And you get Phoenix taxes, Phoenix support in terms of water, sewer, trash, I believe police, that sorts of thing. And so while you have the Scottsdale address, from a budgetary, what's coming out of your pocket, you pay some Phoenix prices. And so if you're wondering about the magic zip code and median prices for that, I just looked it up, and for single family residential right now, August of 2026, you're looking at a median of $940,000 in that neighborhood. So sometimes that can be a nice compromise, especially if as you're getting out, you're feeling like, ooh, we are too far away from life and all the living and entertainment that we want to have at our fingertips. 85254, the magic zip code, can be a great alternative for you. At this point, I hope I've been able to articulate to you that not one is any better or worse than the other. Rather, it is about fit. It is about you and your preferences. What is going to work for you and your lifestyle, the people that are living with you or are visiting you, your interests, your hobbies, the vibe that you are seeking. Bottom line, don't make this decision from a map alone or from some recommendation, even from your favorite AI. You want to talk to a professional. You want to talk to somebody who cares about you and your life and what you're going to be up to after all the dust settles from the purchasing and moving in to your new home here in Arizona. So please reach out. I'm always here. There's no silly or stupid question, and there's certainly never any obligation. I'm here to help you. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you next time.